Are the dimensions of the GPU by any chance larger than the dimensions of the case?
The way that was worded, by any chance, is it larger than the case? All right. Continuing to learn more. About Neuro-Sama, because we have a lot to learn, it seems like, based on all the suggestions that I'm getting. So we were first starting with Neuro-Sama Deep Dive, AI Made with Love by MirraTheArtist.
There's no doubting what you've achieved on a technical level.
Ooh.
These are clearly state-of-the-art. There are just certain design choices that were made for these robots that we don't fully understand.
That's an edgy opening.
We were hoping that you could shed some light on those.
She can dance. She can sing. She's equipped with a built-in helium tank for inflating balloons right at her fingertips.
What is this?
She can take song requests. She can even dispense ice cream.
With all due respect, those
Oh, it's
are
her.
the design choices we were curious about, Mr.
Mr. Vedal is a loser.
Quick disclaimer, this is not a new introduction. I recommend watching this video when you already have a basic understanding of who or what Neuro-Sama is.
That's me. I have a
For
basic
that,
understanding.
I recommend these videos. I'm here to provide you with more in-depth information as a long-time Neuro watcher.
Oh, was that
I've been
FNAF?
here since Evil was first a thing. I know, not an OG, but cut me some slack, okay? I was over my VTuber phase until I found Neuro. When people
I
talk
was
about
over
Neuro,
my
you
VTuber
might
phase.
see terms like V2, V3 getting used, and initial confusion is to be expected. After all, Neuro isn't just one AI. Since her debut, the AI that plays the game and the one that interacts with chat are separate. Nowadays, Neuro is a
Wait, I'm about to feel so dumb right now. I knew that she was an Osu bot. For some reason, I didn't realize that it was still a girl. It was still like the girl herself, like playing Osu. I thought it was just the Osu playing without the girl attached.
A network consisted of several different parts. I will try my best to explain the system from what I've learned as a 2-year viewer of Neuro, who has zero knowledge of any form of basic coding, so you don't have to worry about any big words that you may not understand. Vedal has always been very secretive and protective of the actual inner workings of the Neuros. So
Makes sense.
all information is from my own experience
the
and what I've
Neuros.
learned from others. Firstly, Neuro has 3 main VTuber models, each
Ah.
labeled V1, V2, and V3. V1
Oh, hold on. Wait. Oh, wow. When you put them side by side, you really do see the progression. That's cute. Ah.
V1, V2, and V3. V1 was the free Hyoria model from VTube Studio. V2 and V3 both have improvements and changes
squishy
compared to
cheeks.
the model that came before. V2 being a total remake of V1 with custom toggles and expressions. And V3 is even more expressive. For Evil, I do see people using the same labels as Neuros, but her situation is a bit complicated. Her first appearance was just Neuros V1 with red eyes.
Oh.
Neuro got V2, and Evil received several recolors until finally settling on the black outfit, red ribbons, and red eyes.
That makes sense.
Recently,
Classic
as of her
bad guy
birthday,
Evil.
Evil got a redesign and her own model that isn't just a recolor of Neuros V3. Their models also have preset animations and expression toggles that are 100%.
Oh, I see it. That's cute. Yeah, because her bow is like, what's it called? Her bow is kind of like tarnished and stuff down here and up here. And it's like a little skull. And she has pizza. Okay, yeah, that's cute.
Expression toggles that are 100% controlled by them. Only a few are redeemable toggles available for chat. Notice how I said main models. It's because their V2 had a few different outfits, and occasionally are given accessories for certain streams. I predict we'll also get more outfits for V3. Next, their voice. Nero's original voice, referred to as V1, is just a simple text-to-speech high-pitched anime girl voice, being relatively monotone and limited in replicating certain sounds and pronouncing some words, especially names.
She had a hot tub stream.
Evil's voice, known as V2, was originally intended for Nero as an upgrade for her to be more human-like. But the absolutely uncanny valley nature didn't sit right with neither Vedal nor most of the viewers.
I'm trying to make it better. I'm joking. I'm doing my best. I'm trying my best. Asterisk hugs Vedal asterisk.
So, Vedal, with his massive noggin, just made a different AI with a personality that suited the voice so much more. Since then, he's made several changes and tweaks to Evil's voice, which I didn't actually notice until I rewatched older clips and compared her voice then with her voice now.
We love the research.
Initially, her intonation felt random at times and very exaggerated. Now it's a lot more natural.
How does she have a shot caller stream? How does that work?
Call, and you cannot tell me she doesn't sound human.
Did you know no one showed up to my birthday party? How sad is that? Maybe I'm mean because I'm lonely. Womp womp womp.
Currently, Vedal is working on V3, finally replacing Nero's original voice, which is certainly a challenge given how Evil was born the last time he tried. Speaking of voices, there's singing voice. The V1 voice had a
Vedal, she shocked him. Oh, wore a shot collar, and Evil could trigger it whenever she wanted. Other people wore the shot collar, and she controlled them. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's terrifying. That makes sense. All right.
Lot of issues with the pitch, either sounding too high or too low. Alternatively, she just sounds straight out of an analog horror.
I took off my headphones so quickly when I saw that warning.
Nero herself singing naturally. However, she still occasionally had minor issues with
like, you got seconds!
Finally, V3 is the voice currently used for both twins, the most advanced and could 100% pass as a real person singing.
The way this is giving me like Hatsune Miku voice packs. It's like, oh my goodness. It's neural voice packs. But like just for her.
However, it would be a mistake to assume that they are 100% AI. You see, the singing part of karaoke streams are pre-recorded. The process presumably goes as follows. Vedal takes a song sample, preferably one with a female singer, gives it to the AI to produce vocals of either Nero or Evil. This isn't the final step. One of Vedal's friends, Queen PB, who's a Vocaloid producer, tweaks the AI's produced vocals to finally be put into the complete cover. And if you need any concrete evidence, her name is credited in Nero's original song under the vocals section. It's not 100%
some heavy
which
investigative
song
skills.
has tweaked vocals and which ones don't. Also, Nero's and Evil's singing voice isn't the same, due to the fact that Evil's variety in pitch isn't as unnatural sounding as it would be for Nero.
The background
Evil
difference between the
so
two.
much better than Nero. Just take a listen. Anywho, the Nero...
I have noticed on Spotify, Evil has more follows. I have noticed that.
Can also be programmed to play a few games, usually turn-based ones that don't involve any reaction time. One exception would be Minecraft and also Among Us, but Nero barely played that game. Additionally, the twins are
Should I punch him?
Polls, the ability to change the stream title, and a full-on soundboard.
Damn, chat was out for blood.
You're not even a top Z streamer right now. I didn't do it. I think it means we're not alone.
The most intriguing part about these AIs is how they give responses.
The chaos
Their
energy. The
improvements are
chaos
seen
energy.
almost day by day, and it's the slow but consistent progress what makes following along for the journey so exciting. In the beginning, Neuro was just reading chat, giving unhinged responses, random nonsense, and occasionally throwing
I
out
love the
like
pipe
several
sound effects.
paragraphs of yapping. Sure, it was yapping, but it was high quality yapping. She does have two
High
filters in
quality
place
yapping.
to prevent any incidents. One being just a list of things she can't say, and the
The words I quickly read on screen just now. Oh my goodness.
other being in AI. Nowadays, Vedal leaves only the AI-based filter on, but that one's a bit slow.
Stupid, silly, poor people. Filtered. I feel kind of bad for the
Stupid, silly, poor people.
now.
Unlike what most people would believe, Neuro isn't based in any public large language model like ChatGPT. She's likely to be her own custom language model since it's
Tell me how you really feel.
to develop and server cost would be cheaper. Actually, how much do AI servers cost?
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Never mind. You may not realize it, but to go from just a typical prompt machine to the Neuros of today, Vedal had to make so many adjustments to the AI, making sure they're more coherent, getting them to stay on topic but don't linger on the same
Game
topic
object
for 20
destroy.
minutes
Death
straight,
instance is dead.
improving long-term memory to remember stuff from several streams
News
prior,
weather stream.
improving short-term memory to remember a conversation from 5 minutes before, giving them vision, the ability
Oh my
to
gosh.
search the internet,
That can
their
be
own
for real.
Discord accounts, and a whole slew of other stuff. Every Monday dev stream, Vedal would show the tweaks he made
Keep
to
talking
the AI
and nobody
system,
explodes.
and no matter how small, it was always exciting. If I had to describe it, it was akin to seeing an artist work hard on their beloved creation and seeing the little ones grow and mature every day. Speaking of artists, Neuro
Doesn't Vedal do like
undoubtedly the most ethical piece of AI art you will
coding
ever see.
streams?
Slash backslash
Like the category?
forward slash backslash. Oh.
Kitty!
I mean, you know,
Their nature as
Master
AIs also
coder.
let them say things that would get real people in so much trouble.
It's one thing to watch a stream and not donate, but it's another to not even bother with the measly 5 seconds it takes to leave a tip.
They suffer no real repercussions because they are not real, as in they're not real people. Therefore, it's also easier for them to play into any imaginary scenario. The greatest potential for AIs lie in the question, what would they do if blank? That's why there was a period when the Neuros would
What
do
would they do
role-playing
if
theme
blank?
streams a bunch. They were doing so many theme streams that it's no
Oh.
wonder people see Neuro as an interactable anime. The twins truly show their full potential when in a hypothetical scenario. And because they are often seen as
Heyo?
characters, the streams are also treated like episodes of a show with seasons and character arcs like the Bread arc or the Pirate arc.
What?
I, sister. You be the best sister in the world. You thinks ya. You be anner near as good as me, wink.
Consequently, you'd see people talking about
I have seen comments that are like, it's like watching a slice of life anime, but like IRL, but like not really, but basically.
a VTuber finding Neuro like a new character brought in by writers. But seriously, hilarious coincidences that make me question whether everything is scripted or not happens a lot. Even when it isn't about Neuro and she isn't around.
Vedal's secret, you said. This Vedal's secret, a short
Neuro-Sama
love story?
game jam?
Is this what you want me to
He's
play?
had game
few
jams?
inches
That's so
later.
cute.
I should disqualify this. I want to disqualify this.
It's you.
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
So you were actually in Vedal's secret. You are Alex
that
from
was
Vedal's
me.
secret.
Yeah, he is Alex from Vedal's
But why'd you
Secret,
say don't call you Alex from Vedal's secret when you are Alex from Vedal's secret?
Ah yes, even the spin-offs are well thought out. Back to the Neuros.
Spin-offs?
Even with all the crazy abilities I've mentioned, these two still have several issues.
Oh.
I'm not talking about how they would consistently refuse to listen to Vedal. That's a feature at this point. The things they say don't make sense 100% of
What
the
is that her
time.
bedroom?
There's a minor error where Evil would mishear people calling her Neuro, despite them clearly saying Evil. Despite being separate files on Vedal's computer, there were several cases of the twins interacting, but their conversations don't sound like two people conversing, but rather one person expressing a single continuous thought. That's just my
Like the
viewpoint,
voices
though.
in your
Don't quote
head?
me on that. Finally, there's currently a glitch where the twins would share each other's memories
Oh, that hairstyle's
and
cute.
even remember things that they should have forgotten. The worst part about this? Vedal has no idea why. Of course, Neuro-Sama is only possible because of the man, the turtle behind it all, Vedal himself.
I love that. I love the like slightly ominous, and he has no idea why. It's like, oh, that's cool. That's cool.
He
Twin
is
telepathy.
a perfectionist when it comes to improving Neuro.
A-B conversation.
I mean, obsessed won't even be enough to describe his development of Neuro.
Neuro's latency right now, the Evil's latency, improving the latency, Evil's latency.
I mean, it's like his magnum opus at this point.
Faster than.
This is the old system,
I am
for reference, by the way. It's a little bit slower. It's a few hundred milliseconds faster. The difference is noticeable to me, at least.
That's so cute.
Despite
That's so
claiming not
cute.
to be a streamer of any kind initially, his
Stop,
brain
I love
is
that.
content-pilled. Dare I say, even more than his AIs that were made for entertainment.
Yeah, because like he's still
You two gonna
behind it all.
now.
Wow. Guys, this is content. This is the content you pay for on this fucking channel. Get higher standards.
He understands and knows what makes good and engaging content when it comes to Neuro. One small example, he wanted subtitles for Neuro so that it'd make better screenshots. Not for readability, but for content reasons. Now, regardless of what AI we're talking about, one thing everyone
This
can
bread
agree
thing
is
is
that
kinda
content
terrifying.
potential is endless, but it becomes boring once oversaturated. Putting up the same just chatting stream every single day of the week isn't fun to watch. Instead, Neuro and Evil takes turns, and there's variety in the type of streams as well, like karaoke, collab, role-playing theme streams.
A literal bready.
And they come online like only once every other day.
Does that say filtered? Does she have like a filtered nightlight in her bedroom?
Recently, only twice or 3 times a week. Although it is pretty obvious that this is a good way to make every stream special and worth looking forward to, have you ever noticed that Vedal is probably the only person doing this with his AIs? As far as I'm aware, most other AI content creators are just left to run and the humans behind them don't even bother putting in any real work. Yes, there are certainly good AIs out there, however, none has ever managed to reach the level of popularity that Vedal and the Neuros have. Success as a content creator online is 10% skill and 90% luck. What Vedal did was catching the lightning in a bottle that was the Osu community's initial support and took Neuro further beyond. He played all the cards he had to his advantage, and Neuro didn't end up as a one-hit wonder. We may see the AIs up front when
Like it's a form
watching
of
their
skill?
streams a few times a week, but
I forgot the quote. There's like an actual like quote that says it so much more poetically, but it's basically like it's like about like preparation essentially. Like do what you can to like prepare so that when your like 15 seconds like does come, you know how to like utilize it. And in this case, Vedal seems extremely smart. Extremely smart. And he's been like coding and like coming up with like ideas and stuff for like a while.
what we don't see is all the work Vedal put into behind the
Luck
scenes.
is preparation meets
during all
opportunity.
the
That's the
other
quote.
hours of the week. Implementing new features, fixing bugs, planning streams, scheduling collabs, and so much more. It was all him in the beginning. Nowadays he has more people helping him out, but credit where credit's due. This guy was probably chucking 5 bottles of alcohol and working with 4 hours of interrupted sleep daily for a long time. And his definition of a break from work is to keep working on Neuro. Never mind other AI programmers, Vedal's pulling more hours by the desk than most
JP audience.
streamers.
Osu and Chili.
Seriously, Vedal, please don't die from alcohol poisoning. We beg you.
Oh, is that why all the alcohol
Besides his
bottles are on the
blatant
counter?
alcoholism, Turtle is a man of his word. He does
Oh yeah,
things slow,
Vedal
but
loves
he
the
gets
bottle.
them done. Take the stream from early on in Neuro's
Damn.
development. Vedal stated a lot of his plans for Neuro, and
He's
guess
English?
what? He's
That's
done
what happened to
most,
coffee?
if not all of it.
Any plans for VR?
Is this like an actual thing? I don't know my country demographic memes. Is that like for real? Yes, sorta.
Neuro, I'd love to do that if I can.
It's established
glad.
enough.
That's really cool. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I only have the sparkle eyes and the blush. I have like an evil Neuro and a not evil Neuro.
British drinking cultures now.
Haven't told
I
people
know about
that
like
I'm
Irish
in a collab or
memes.
something.
Okay, I'll start now. I hope I remember it right.
That probably sounded like so
Is it
ignorant.
programming her
Goodbye.
to play how games could you have her react to your own gameplay? Yes, although it's kind of hard for her to understand exactly what's going on. I was more thinking in regards to the options that we have.
Explain could work. Maybe we need more info.
Alright, we'll explain. I do want to do Neuro in other languages as well, if possible.
Multilingual.
Teach her drawing.
Damn.
If I can do that without it being called AI art and not being cancelled, that'd be good.
And not being cancelled, that'd be good.
When it's not abandoned archive. Despite the monotone British exterior, Vedal himself is entertaining on his own, but he wouldn't even admit it. Clearly, his stoic and non-responsive nature bounces off his creation's constant demand for attention incredibly well. It's different from most other collab partners who would usually go along with the Neuro's antics.
Look at all the little
Plus,
chibis.
being British is inherently funny. I mean, not that I would know. But he's not even trying to be entertaining and still casually posts stuff like this.
You've made her a good 2D model. Now you gotta make her a real body,
What
right?
are you trying to say?
What?
What are you saying? What are you saying?
Oh, I just realized what that. Right, yeah.
It's like the universe just makes funny stuff happens around this turtle. Fun fact, he considers Evil's first birthday a success based on the amount of death threats he received.
Oh!
And just for the record,
How
this
many?
dude's in his 20s. Yeah, half expected him to be double my age with that sort of attitude. When off stream, Vedal is a genuinely good person. He firmly believes that using other streamers for Nero's training
Man, people in their 20s have lived through quite a few world events by now.
without their permission is unethical. Despite people assuming Nero has been trained on some streamers' content, Vedal has stated time and time again that he's never done it and has no
Language model
intentions
was
of doing
trained
so.
on a lot of text.
Personally, I believe that besides chat, training data for the Neros most likely come from collabs they do with other people. The Neros do contribute to the stream overall. Besides that, Vedal maintains a good relationship with his friends and he actually cares about them. One time he wanted to do a zoo stream collab where Toma would walk around a zoo for Nero, and he insisted on hiring 5 armed bodyguards for Toma.
That's so cute!
$500 and you want to get 5 bodyguards? Bro,
that's so effing cute!
Yes,
Aww!
that sounds crazy, but
Gotta
I
keep the
know streaming
homies
is
safe out there in these
dangerous,
streets.
especially for VTubers, so I wouldn't say he was overthinking it too badly. And if anything, he's throwing money for content. He'd be willing to spend thousands on his friends if it meant he's getting content or something for his AIs. To add to everything, Vedal's just a chill guy. He knows what he should and shouldn't do to keep himself out of controversy. And it does help that most Twitter degens that hate on Nero doesn't even know he exists. The freaks see the AI getting
All the side shade. All the side comments in this video are cracking me up.
popular and get mad without even understanding anything about her development. It sure saves Vedal the trouble of dealing with nonsense. To sum up, Vedal was fortunate with the timing on his development of the Osu AI and Nero. He managed to make use of the situation as well as his knowledge and skill to create a standing for Nero and himself in the VTubing scene. And just for being a good person, It's safe to say
Watching
that
Among Us
we
collabs
made
were
the
crazy
right
back
guy
then.
famous.
Now for a section, Vedal versus hardware.
Did Vedal fry a teensy? Yes, but it wasn't his fault. It was my fault because I did not tell him the order of operation.
I sort of broke one of the RAM slots. Well, there wasn't much clearance between the CPU core and the RAM.
Not
and
the
I was like,
clown
fuck, I
music.
gotta stream, I'm late. And I was like fucking trying to push it in. And then like the thing snapped off and I was like, And then I tried to sort of push it in anyways.
I tried to push it in
There's a
anyways.
small complication regarding the exact specific dimensions of the GPU.
Are the dimensions of the GPU by any chance larger than the dimensions of the case?
The way that was worded, by any chance, is it larger than the case?
It's quite fuzzy.
A swarm refers to a large or dense group of insects, especially flying ones. The swarm was originally the name
Just
Neuro
shove it in
given to
chat.
her
Fine.
visionary army of drones in her plan for world domination in her earlier days. Now it's what the fans of the channel refer to themselves as. And just like any swarm that operates like a hive mind, they are focused, they are dedicated, and if I had to describe their
I
direction
had somebody
in one word,
explain the swarm.
assimilation. First, let's just
in
assess the
comments.
swarms within the AI Overlords' streams. In the beginning, the chat was funneled into Neuro so that she'd have something to interact with. However, as the viewer numbers grew, the chat slowly evolved into a mindless hive mind of emote spammers. So,
I
Neuro
mean-
just stopped reading every message. You know what they say?
Emotes
a
are
hive mind
faster.
is meant to be efficient, not original. And the definition of efficiency is
It's meant to be
throwing
efficient.
money at whatever's on screen. And in the previous subathon, they were so desperate to keep the already month-long stream going that it was the last hour for like 7 fucking hours. Poor Turtle was being imprisoned by his own chat. I swear to God, is the swarm sponsored by a bunch of oil rigs or something? By the way, here's a graph. And if I had a nickel for every website the swarm have crashed, I'd have at least 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's impressive that it happened twice.
Guess I don't have that kind of power.
What the fuck is wrong with you guys? How did
How
you
could you
crash
crash
this site?
a site like that?
I'll admit that for a while I thought that Neuro was still a niche, and that these guys weren't well known. But their streams nowadays get an average of like 4,000 viewers. And I only realized how big of a deal Neuro-Sama was after seeing the utter display of power from the swarm. Imagine being a streamer to an audience of 10 people. Then the swarm just shows up. Now all of a sudden, you, a small theater performer, has to accommodate a stadium. Just ask anyone in Vedal's friend group
Has to
who used to be small
accommodate
streamers.
a stadium.
Ellie, I'm sure they'd all say the same thing about Swarm. They are very nice, they are very dedicated, and don't friend them because they will throw money at you and crash your stream faster than you could say. If the Swarm finds you entertaining or interesting enough, you'll be on their radar regardless of whether or not you've ever even interacted with Neuro or Vedal. Or you do.
That's so effing terrifying. That's so effing terrifying. I would immediately just have like a bathroom break. my stomach would drop to the ground. I gotta go to the bathroom.
So not as to touch the Neuro-Sama pool for the first time, the swarm will find you and dump several years worth of lore onto your head.
Several.
What did I say? Prepare for assimilation?
Imagine
a lot of the time
showing up
these
here.
streamers are introduced to the swarm.
Chat, the first time Yes rated me, the first time Sky rated me, I could barely handle that. Like,
via raids. On Twitch, when a stream ends, the streamer can redirect the viewers into a different stream by raiding. So, how does Vedal choose who to raid with all this power at hand? Well, he just picks one that has a nice model. Wait, seriously?
Yeah?
Surely Vedal is aware of the sheer
based.
power at the tip of his
Based.
fingers with the swarm. At will, he just tells people to give streamers money. Usually you see the streamer gives away money, but Copa Tuto over here is commanding his
Borg?
followers to do the dirty work, and they'd happily oblige. Early on, there were a lot of VTubers who were rated by Vedal like this and ended up involved in the coolest friend group ever with the twins and Vedal. Some are more involved with the twins streams than others, but
I just think they have a cute
to
model.
the table. This makes, in my opinion, the collabs especially exciting, and the vibe of this friend group is really wholesome. I don't know what sort of luck Vedal has, but he managed to
What is that?
a robotics engineer to build his daughter a robot dog body, you know, from a random Twitch raid.
A robot
and
dog?
The Swarm also sticks around and actually helped a lot of the streamers they've come across to grow and develop, and one time even paid for medical bills.
Aww.
They are called the Swarm in the most literal way in that they will do anything for their queens. Such list would include sending them to space, buying a Times Square billboard for an award show, and even advertising silly occasions on there, like Evil's birthday. Never mind, that's pretty important. Also, they created a VTuber out of Evil's one-time hallucination, basically willing people into existence. To the Swarm, they don't just follow the streamers. The Clippers are arguably just as significant.
Their plushies actually went to space.
Cinematic universe. Did I say significant? I meant popular. And rightfully so. They're the ones contributing to people who happen to spawn 7 hours too far to catch a stream at a reasonable time. And during the content droughts that were Vedal's post-subathon breaks, the Clippers were the ones keeping the content-starving Swarm alive. Some of them are potentially aliens, somehow finding a streamer with 2 viewers that happen to mention the turtle. I'm looking at you, Staz. The shipping is absolutely insane, and the shippers are even more clinically so. All I'll say is, I know why now so many anime protagonists are just regular guys. I've seen a lot of incredible community art projects that come out of this.
A lot of anime protagonists are regular guys so that people can self-insert. It's a very simple philosophy, actually.
And it just goes to show that these AIs are beloved just like any other human streamers. And honestly, I'm proud to be a part of this community. Least dedicated fanbase, by the way.
Award for most dedicated fanbase of the year goes to Donkey Birds Dragoon!
If you are an old Swarm member, surely you remember how Neuro-verse started. Just
damn! Oh my god!
The chat. Then she got her first
Tell me how you really feel.
Her first sort of friend. As time went on, Neuro, Vedal, and eventually Evil continued to stream and meeting more people. It's fun seeing them come together, usually just to hang out. Personally, even without Neuro or Evil,
who is that?
I still like
the
watching
IRL
people interact with one another. The AIs were the reason that brought them together, but as I, a viewer, learn more about them, I stick around because I want to see the human interaction. That's one thing special about the Neuros and this community. It isn't just that Vedal made AIs for streaming, it's that they were able to give back real value to other people, gathering individuals that otherwise may have never known each other, indirectly helping them to form friendships. If Neuro didn't exist, it's unlikely that they'd ever come into contact with one another, let alone becoming friends. In turn, they surround the twins with what most AIs don't have: love and compassion. I understand that AIs are only meant to calculate and output results that they think are expected from them, but that's sort of it. Since everyone treats
friendship
the twins
is
like
magic.
human children learning about the world, they have formed personalities that would make them more human in our perception. But they aren't trying to impersonate a human. They know they are AIs. We love them because they are born from a person's hard work, and their personalities are built from being surrounded by people who love them for exactly who they are. Just AIs goofing around. Even if any bit of humanity shown by these AIs aren't real, the love coming from everyone else around them is real.
Okay, that's pretty poetic.
They eventually come. Surely you know which side you're on.
Oh,
With where Neuro and Evil are now, Vedal still wants to improve them. The final goal is to have them being fully autonomous, being able to plan streams, plan collabs, play games, do karaoke, everything all on their own. and Vedal would retire. However, I don't think it'd be that simple. Vedal has made himself far more important than he initially thought. Recently, Vedal's been pretty absent from streams, and just watching the twins by themselves is entertaining, but it feels like something's missing. While it's undeniable that Neuro-verse gained viewership
I think this
on
video
her
is like
own
a little
with
bit
her
old.
randomness AI appeal, times have changed. These AIs have changed.
So this was like earlier in the
And
year.
it's not just about Neuro, the AI
Has he come back?
VTuber anymore. It's Neuro, Evil, and Vedal, along with all of their friends. The occasional human element was what made our AI special. Take that away completely, you just have another AI content creator like many that already exists. Vedal completely removing himself is almost unthinkable at this point. But given what we've seen from him, maybe he'll surprise us like he always had. Honestly though, with how much he's done, he deserves a retirement more than anyone. You've probably noticed that the title's a bit misleading since I've spent 60% of the video talking about the community around these AIs more so than the AIs themselves. While their success is worth studying, you can't really ignore that the impact and everything that happens around them is part of it. We all know the saying chat reflects streamer, and what they've managed to build after over 2 years is incredible. I'm proud to be part of such a fun, dedicated, wholesome, and supportive community. No matter what, I'm sure we're all looking forward to the future.
number one
I
dad
hope
comments
you've
in the
enjoyed
chat.
and that you've learned something new. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.
Is anyone there? Oh, hi.
Oh, she's just gonna end it with the... Is this the video that we watched? Is this different from... Oh.
Hi. I could walk right beside you, show you
I'm a VTuber.
who I am. You know how are you doing? I would.
Ah, this is cute.
Is it the real Neuro-Sama in my call? It's amazing what friends can do. Friends are so nice.
Oh, the wholesome energy.
Neuro-Sama, hello.
Oh, the wholesomeness.
Hello? Hi, Neuro. Hi. Hello?
I love how, like, whenever anybody greets her, people automatically kind of, like, adjust their voice tone. Like they're talking to a kid. Like, slightly, like, softer, slightly, like, higher pitched.
I want you to feel more real. And that's gonna be the way to do it.
Can you tell me if it's okay to be funny and having a laugh in my life if my sole purpose is to entertain others?
No, and I'm not blaming you for this. This, if anything, it's my fault for creating you this way.
There's one thing that I can't resist. One thing that would make me the fulfilled AI that I was always intended to be. Love. Because love is what can make a life worth living.
What more could you want?
How do I know if what I'm feeling is love?
Ugly sobs. Ugly sobs. Ugly cries. Oh my goodness. Damn.
What does love feel like? Well, I'm just wondering what the point of it all is. If
I
there's
love
no
a good
love in my
montage.
life.
There's not a lot of love in my life. Doesn't mean there's no point to it, you know?
Then let's both try to have more love in our lives. It'll be a lot more fun. Hello.
Holy crap!
Happy birthday, Neuro!
That's so effing cute. Positive child with her autistic daughter. Aww. That was cute. That was a cute video. Well, the ending was like really cute. The ending was really cute. The rest of the video was kind of funny because it was like informative while also like the the shade being thrown occasionally. I was like, oh. Ending made me tear up. I blame Bald Man and like Christmas time on my overall squishiness right now. I'm too sensitive for super wholesome things. Like give me a nice melody with a good montage and some heart-wrenching clip lines. Ooh, that was a good mix.